Hey there, today in this video we are going to discuss how to customize that right-hand column for your real estate website. That's the right here in gray on the right-hand side. I'm going to show you how to customize this column and why it is or is not important. My name is Lori Ballen and I am with Ballen Brands, your digital marketing company. We build real estate websites, handle your pay-per-click marketing, real estate market reports, blogs, content, all of that good stuff. So we would love to be part of your lead generation team. Now, I happen to own a real estate business, and so this is what I do every single day is lead generate for my teams, and I do it all online. Exactly the stuff that I teach you guys. And my primary focus today in 2017, that has been this way for 7 years, is search engine optimization. So my goal always is to rank on the search engines. And then we tie in other things like search engine marketing, your pay-per-click, social strategies, that type of thing. So we're going to talk today about this right-hand column. Now, what we're looking at right now is a WordPress platform. And we prefer WordPress platforms, and our brew sites, Ballen real estate websites, are built on WordPress, unlimited. You actually own them and they're unlimited, so we don't lock up the pages or the abilities to add code, that type of thing. And so it's fun to get to go in there and play, but you have to be careful because you can break it. You can crash it if you've got one plugin that conflicts with another plugin. You can have some challenges there. So make sure you have a maintenance and hosting program with us over at Ballen Brands as well. All right, so let me show you something that's really, really, really important. First of all, let me just minimize this screen in the background so it doesn't confuse you when I do what I'm about to do. What we're going to look at is what this looks like in a desktop view and what it looks like on mobile. Now, what's very, very important for you to understand is that over 50% of website traffic coming from the Google search engines now is mobile. And so you've got to be designing for mobile first. You have to be thinking of mobile. So that being said, I want to show you what happens on a mobile device with this right-hand column. And this is one reason why a lot of websites have gone to a wide theme with no sidebar, is because what happens on mobile, watch this. I'm going to shrink this down for you. Oh, I still got stuff down there on that behind the screen. Let me shrink that down until it becomes a mobile view. Okay, there it is. Let me just get rid of this. Get rid of, oh, there's my cat. That's Gideon. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. I guess I was looking for a movie there, wasn't I? Okay, so what happens here is this is what it's going to look like on mobile. Pretty darn close anyway. I don't know if you knew you could do that, but you can actually just shrink the screen and kind of look at what happens, okay? So what happens is, I'll show you again. Let me make this wide. Now, you see this menu up here? Okay, that's your menu. And then you have your sidebar. Now watch what happens when I shrink this down. Your menu up here becomes that little tiny drop-down menu right here instead, okay? And then your sidebar, depending on your theme, gets pushed down to the bottom. See, there it is. See that gray? That's what was on the right-hand column, okay? Now, let me show you what's important about this. Let me go to my heat maps here. I'm going to log in, and I'm going to show you actual visits to my website and where they clicked and how this works, okay? So let's take one, let's see. Let's just do, let's see, which one has a lot of them. Okay, let me check this one out. So homes with a pool, 100 to 200,000. So let me see what that looks like normally. Make sure it has that sidebar on it, because if it's a wide theme, I can't show you. Yep, okay, see, it's got the sidebar. Okay, perfect. Hopefully that's the page I captured. We're going to look right now. Okay, so this one, let's view it. We've had 700 visits on this particular page. Check this out, you guys. 151 of those visits were on desktop. Everything else was on mobile. I mean, talk about 50%. That's way, way, way more on mobile devices. So this is desktop and 73 page views on tablets, which is always our lowest. and 478 on phones. Isn't that incredible? Okay, so here's what it looks like on the desktop. Oh shoot. Okay, that's okay. I've got the wrong page snapshotted there. But what you see here on the screen is these little clicks. These little dots are clicks on the page. And the bigger and brighter that circle is, the more clicks are on that particular thing. Okay, now this is a desktop view. So these are the people that are on desktop. All right. Now watch what happens down at the bottom. So they've got a menu down here at the bottom, right? So getting quite a bit of clicks over here on these homes for sale. In fact, on our Ballen real estate websites, I just ordered that all of our new brews have a pricing little pricing table down there at the bottom. All right, so now let's look at what they look like on mobile. Okay, so we're going to switch over to mobile view, just like what the consumer would see if they were on mobile. Okay, so obviously you can see everybody's clicking on this widget. Now let's go down to where that sidebar would push down to. Okay, very, very few clicks. Very few clicks. The reason being is, did you see what happened? I mean, on a mobile now, everything is long and vertical. So you stack these grids and they have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. So the odds that they're going to go down there to that bottom menu on a mobile device are very slim. So when you're building these columns, you're really building them for desktop still. So if you're here, this is an example of a wide theme. See on this page, and on our websites, you have the option to make a page a wide theme or have the right-hand column. And there's reasons sometimes I use that sidebar, the right-hand column called a sidebar. There's reasons sometimes I use that, and then sometimes I don't use that. So if I need more of a directory up there, I'll put it up there. But if the page is satisfied without having any other directory, then I won't put it on there. Also, if you get too comfortable with that sidebar and you build in things on that sidebar that like this search widget or offer for home values or any of that kind of stuff, and you're counting on them to use that, you're going to be in trouble because everybody that has mobile is never going to see that. So you don't want to get dependent on this sidebar. It should kind of be like an accessory, but you need to put all your calls to action on your main page. Okay, because so few people are actually going to probably engage with that, especially on mobile devices. That being said, I've had enough people ask me how do you customize your sidebar, so I want to show you how to do that. Okay, so I've got two different websites open here for examples because I have some different plugins and they do different things. Okay, this is my Las Vegas website, and this one is my Seattle area website. Okay, so all you have to do is go down here to Appearance Widgets. This is where you're going to be able to customize that right-hand sidebar. Okay, and by the way, that sidebar can be on the left. There's several different ways actually to manipulate the sidebar. Mine happens to be on the right. That's why I keep saying right. But you could put the sidebar on the left as well. You can actually have two. You could have sidebar, content, sidebar if you wanted to. Again, we're moving away from sidebars. So I don't want you to get too, they still have some place, especially on blog websites, the sidebars still tend to be pretty popular. But remember on mobile, they're going to disappear. So don't get too caught up in these. So let's take a look here. This is your default sidebar. See where it says this is your default sidebar, okay? I'm going to open the front side of this so you can see the changes, okay? So here's the default sidebar. You see it up there? Okay, it's in that gray. And it doesn't have to be gray, obviously. That's just a setting with that particular theme. Okay, so what we have here, let me go to any page. That's the home page. Let me go to another page on the website. Let's go to one that actually has a sidebar. Hold on. We're going to go to the blog site, the blog side. Let me click on one of these. Oh gosh. Gosh, I just want a sidebar. See, I don't always use it, so I didn't take a look and see where I've actually got my sidebar here. because I want you to actually be able to see it as we change it. See, I'm not using it near as much as I did at one time. Okay, let's see. No. Where is my... Oh, I know what I'll do here. This is actually good because I can show you something right now. Okay, so this is a wide theme. Let's just say you want that sidebar to appear. So watch this. We're going to edit the post. This will actually get us where I want to go anyway. And down here, in my particular case, on my theme, this is where I can change it. So by default, it's a wide theme. But if I want, I can put the sidebar on the right, I can put the sidebar on the left, or I could have no sidebar. This is wide theme. This is what I have right now, okay? So I'm going to put sidebar on the right. Let me update this. And then we're going to view it. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so in this particular setting right now, I don't have much on these sidebars. I'm not really using the sidebars much on the Seattle site. So this is good because that'll help us. So here's what we have. Here's what it looks like on the back end. I have you can customize the top left of your website. We're going to go into some of these other top right, home middle, home left. We're going to do those on other videos. All we're going to worry about today is this sidebar. That's this right here. Got it? Okay. So up here, I have a search box. Now, how I got that, this is the search box. So the person could type something in, you know, maybe they're trying to find a coffee shop, or maybe they want to learn more about the Space Needle, or maybe they're going to type in homes with a pool, that type of thing, and they're looking for particular information. Clearly, this is only searching your website. This is not searching Google or anywhere else, only your website. So if they type in Space Needle and you don't have information about the Space Needle, it's going to say nothing was found, okay? But that's what this is for, so that it's really, for me, I reduce bounce rates by giving people a search option. And a bounce rate is when somebody lands on your website and they leave because they can't find what they want. You know, it shows kind of a poor user experience. Well, if I give them a search box or a widget or something they can start clicking on, there's a good chance they're going to try one more thing before they leave. And that's what I'm after, okay? Because I want to reduce those bounce rates. I want to rank better on Google. I want to provide a better user experience. And so I'm going to try to get them to where they want to go if I've got it. I may not have it. It happens sometimes. Okay, so that's what that search bar is. And you could title it search or find more information, or whatever you want to call that. I'm going to click save. And now watch. I'm going to refresh this page. And there's that title. See it? Find more information. Okay. Now, the next box, oh, and how I got that in there, by the way, is over here on the left-hand side, you're going to have some default search widgets. And when you add certain plugins, you'll get more widgets. When you have other types of third-party services like your IDX and things like that, you're going to have more widget options in here, okay? But by default, you're going to have a certain selection, and most of these are those. And so your search bar, all you're going to do is you're just going to drag it. See how you just click and move, keep your mouse down, and you're just going to drag it up to that top, and you're going to put it in wherever you want it to be. Okay, now we already have one, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, now next you might want to have something like right on the top right hand side, you might want to have your contact info. Okay, I will tell you that no matter where I have my telephone plastered all over my website, people will say your telephone number is hard to find. So the more places you have it, the better. If they want to get a hold of you right away, I'll tell you that the best leads actually pick up the phone and call you. If they're that excited to find out about a property or find out about selling their home, they're going to pick up the phone and call you. So it's not a bad idea to have that. Now, if you don't have a default contact option here, which you might have, you can drag it in. If you don't have it, here's what you do instead. You see this little text box? This is going to be your best friend. Take that text box and drag it up. The text box allows us to do anything with code, with HTML code, okay? So let's put that in here. Now, without styling, you could put it up here. Contact us, Lori Ballen. Oh, this is my Seattle website. That's okay. I'm gonna change this anyway. So put Lori Ballen and put your phone number, and maybe you're gonna put your address. Hera, number 100, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89117. I think they're at. I forget. Okay, so we're gonna click save. I just want to show you what it looks like, and then we're going to reload. And there's that. Now, when I said without styling, this is what I'm talking about. It's kind of ugly, okay? So let's say you want to style that. All you have to do is go over to your blog post, click new, and open a new page or a new post. We're not actually going to create a new page or a new post. We're just going to design what we want that to look like, okay? So we're going to have contact us, but in here we're going to put Lori Ballen, 702-604-7739. Maybe we'll put phone, something like this. Oh, you know what? Let's do call or text. And then we're going to put address is 9420 West Sahara, number 100, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89117. Okay. Now, maybe you want to add a picture. Okay. So let's go up here and go to add media. And let's just pretend this is a picture of me. That's not a picture of me. Let's pretend that's a picture of me, okay? And I'm going to make that whatever size I want that to be. And I don't want my text to wrap around that. I probably want it to be under it. Well, maybe I want it to wrap around it. I don't know. I'll have to see how that looks, but probably not. So let me just put no alignment, and let me put my name under it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the white space on the side of that one, but that's okay. Let's just go with it for now. So then let's say you want this Lori Ballen to actually be a link. Maybe it goes to your About Me profile, okay? So you can either find the page on your website by clicking on this little gear and finding your About page or something like that. And maybe it's called About Us or Contact Us. I forget on this particular page. I'd have to go look. But let me just put Contact. It's probably Contact. So maybe you have a vanity page, though, that's all about you. So you want to link it to there, okay? Or you have a blog post or something. Then you can do that. If you wanted to change colors, you can do this. You go up here. We're going to make this purplish, okay? Maybe you want that to be bold. Okay, so I just did the command B, or you could do bold is up here. Bold, italic, okay? You get the idea? So now you've got some styling. Maybe I want this to be black so that it stands out against the gray of the rest of the website, okay? And that's it. Maybe I like that. Well, what you do now is you click on the text tab so that you can access the HTML code. You're going to copy this whole HTML code. You're going to go back to your widget and you're going to paste it in here. Okay? So now it looks funny to you, but watch what happens. I'm going to click save. And now let's go back and view our page again. And there it is. Okay? Now you have to go back and fix your alignments if they're not right. Right? So we would go back and go, okay, that doesn't look quite right. Let me see what I did wrong there. So it has something to do with that darn picture. So let me align that left instead. Let's see how that looks. And I'm showing you this in this version on purpose because I don't want you to have to learn code. So I don't have you going in here and messing with the code. I just have you doing it on a WYSIWYG editor. This is a WYSIWYG editor. It stands for what you see is what you get. The initials WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. So as you type, that's what it looks like. So let's just say this is good enough. If it's not, you go back and play with it until you have your alignment like you want it, okay? But that's an example of how, so each one of these little boxes is its own widget, okay? And you can put as many of those in. Now let's just say you have listings to leads, okay? So this is a listings to leads / Ballen. Listingstoleads.com/Ballen is how you're going to find this, okay? Listings to leads I talk about all the time. And by the way, the reason why you want to use listingstoleads.com/Ballen is so that you get a free trial extended. So like you might have a 15-day trial with a regular sign up. It was my sign up. It's doubled, I believe, to 30 days. So use mine, listingstoleads.com/Ballen, B-A-L-L-E-N, lowercase, okay? Now watch this. We're going to log in. Okay. Now, everybody always asks me how I get my home valuation widget on the right-hand side. I don't remember where they were looking at that. I was on a webinar yesterday, and I don't remember what I was showing them, but it was on, let me see if I can get it to show up. Real estate advice. We're going to make it anyway, so we'll get it to show up. Four home strategies believed to increase luck and fortune. Very popular blog post, by the way. I didn't click it. Okay, let me give this one a sidebar and we'll get it to show up. Hold on. Edit post. Scroll down. And let's give it a sidebar. Update. Another reason why people use sidebars is because it cleans up the page. If you've got a blog post that doesn't look good on a white theme and you're worried about the desktop appearance, sometimes that sidebar can clean that up a little bit and give your page more structure like it just did with this one for sure. Okay. Oh, it's not showing up. Okay, I can't remember where I have that widget on the top, but I'll show you how we're going to build it anyway. So oh, I know where it is. Hold on. Closing costs when selling a house in Las Vegas. I just remembered the example I used yesterday. I think this is it. There it is. And that speed, for some reason, my internet today seems to be putt-putting a little bit. Okay, so right on this upper right-hand side, see this little widget, instant home value. In fact, you know what I'm going to do now that I'm talking to you guys? I'm going to go put that on every page that has a sidebar, not just on this page. Okay, so what is your Las Vegas home worth now? They can enter their property information and go, and then it goes to a home valuation page. Okay, so this is how that works. On Listings to Leads, they give us an instant home valuation tool, and it's up here under landing pages. It does give them an instant home valuation. Don't try mine. Please go on to listingstoleads.com/Ballen and get your own. If you use my home valuation, you mess up all my numbers because you come through as an actual lead and it skews my number. So I'd rather you do it here. All right, so let's just say we're going to use this one, this property valuation +1. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the property valuation +1. You're going to find, or you're going to create, if you haven't created one yet, you'll create one of these for your page. I have other videos on how to create these. Let's say you've already created it. You're going to click on Edit Landing Page. And there's lots of different landing page and different options, but let's just go with this one. We're going to go with the standard so I can show you how it works. Embed code. Now, here's the key to this. For this to function properly in your widget, you're going to go ahead and leave that 100% and leave that 500. Then you're going to check box this little Don't Display scroll bar. You're going to wait a minute because you need that to show up right here in the code. So wait, give it a second and it'll show up right here in the iframe code that it's not going to display the scroll bar. There it is. Scrolling equals no. Copy embed code and then go back over to your widget and oops, let me delete that so I can show you how to do this. Okay, so you're going to drag in one of these little text boxes. Remember that text box is always your friend for custom code. And we're going to put it in right here and instant home valuation, instant home value calculator, whatever you're going to put there. Click Save. Then you're going to refresh your page. And there it is. Okay. So there's lots of different ones that you can put in there. I wonder if that Is that showing the whole widget? I think, yeah, that works. Get your home, but yeah, that's right. And so if you want to put that up there, and you can play with all the different landing pages to see which ones you like. Now you can also do this with your listings. You can even take all of your listings that you have in your listings to leads pipeline and put the listing widget up here so they all show up. Now I will show you one more thing for today's video, and I'm going to show you how to put IDX up there. Now I'm using IDX Broker. That is the preferred IDX provider for Ballen brands and for our Ballen real estate websites. And IDX is what actually puts those little houses on your website. It's the Internet Data Exchange. It's how the listings syndicate. So this is where we're going to get all of our listings from, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to my widgets. And I have lots of videos on how to use IDX Broker as well. But let's just say we want to add a regular search, a little search up there. Okay, let's take this quick search. We're going to take that code. We're going to go back to our widgets. We're going to close that and add another one of these text boxes. Now, if you have the IDX Broker plugin, you will see a whole bunch of extra widgets up here. You can just drag that search in. I don't use the IDX Broker plugin because I build thousands of widgets and it seems to kill the site. It's really hard for it to load all those plugins. So I've chosen to do mine more manually. But if you're not building like I'm building thousands and thousands of widgets, you can get by with using the plugin. But at some point it might get heavy if you're going to build like I build. Okay, so we're going to put find homes now, and let's take a look if I need to revise that size. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Now, this can all be customized, you guys. The IDX Broker is fantastic. It's got CSS options. You can go in and change your styling and your coloring and align it left or align it right or however you want your widgets to look. Okay, so there's some kind of standards, but you can change the colors and the borders and whatnot. Or if you're using using our company to build your websites, we can do that. So, but this is an option. So then you've got this search widget. Now let's just say you want to put some listings on this right-hand side. Same thing. Go to IDX Broker. Find what you want to use. Let's just go ahead and say I want to put some my high rises. So I've built a widget for high rises. Oh, that's a carousel. Let's not do that one. Let's just do homes with a pool. So these are widgets I've already built all these out. Okay. So let's just go ahead and grab one. Actually, I think it needs to be a one column. So let me see. Pool. Let me just do one column. One column. This one. Let me try this one. Mountain's Edge, just listed one column. Perfect. So I'm going to take this little code and I'm going to go back to my widgets. So find homes now. Let's close that. And now let's put in another one of these little custom text boxes. Slide that up. Put it wherever I want it. Just listed in Mountain's Edge. Okay, and I'm going to click save, and now let's go see what that looks like. Give it a second to pop up there. Oh, do I not have any? Let me take a look at my setting there. Just listed in Mountain's Edge. Oh, silly me. I picked one that doesn't have any listings the way I listed it. Okay, so hold on, I'm going to just build one real quick. So widgets, create. We're going to build a showcase, and it's going to be custom search, advanced search. So let's do single family homes that are available status, that are in Las Vegas. We'll do homes that are just listed. Let's just do in the past 30 days so that I actually get some things that pop up here. And let's do Aliante. Let me see if I got any houses there. None. Okay, hold on. Nothing listed in Aliante in the last 30 days. That's interesting. Okay, let's do Summerlin. That's where I live. Okay, something's wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Try this one more time. Showcase, custom search, advanced search, single family homes that are in available status, that are in Las Vegas, that have an image and that were listed in the past 30 days. Why am I getting nothing? Of course, we have properties listed in Summerlin in the last 30 days. That isn't interesting. Let's take that off for a second. Oh, look what I did. Las Vegas, New Mexico. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. That would explain why nothing was coming up. That's so funny. Okay, Summerlin. Oh, reset one more time. One more time. Showcase, custom search, advanced search. I'm going to do single family homes, available status in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you very much. With an image just listed in the last 30 days in Summerlin. Usually I can do 3 days. So that's why I knew something was wrong. Yeah, so we've had 93 houses that have been listed in the last 30 days in Summerlin. That makes a lot more sense, okay? So let's just say we're going to take that down to the last 7 days. And we're going to save this, and I'm going to say Summerlin just listed 1 column. We're the only ones that see that, not everybody else. And I could sort this by highest to lowest, lowest to highest, or newest listings. I'm going to do 1 column, and I'm going to show 5 properties. Display all, yes, build the widget. Take that little code, go back over to our widgets, just listed in Summerlin. That is my home. Okay, and then we're going to refresh this. And there's your houses. Aren't they pretty? Now, remember what happens, you guys, is depending on your theme, if this shrink this down and this becomes mobile, where did those houses go? You don't see them anymore. There's no more sidebar. But now they're down at the bottom of your page, okay? Depends on your theme. On some themes, those turn into the menu, and in some themes, they disappear completely, okay? So I think that's plenty for you to look at today. There's lots and lots for you to play with already. And if you need a real estate website, we have the best real estate websites at Ballen Brands, built for real estate agents by real estate agents. These are unlimited websites that you own. So give us a call. This is our website, ballenbrands.com. And let us talk to you about our brews. We also have hands-on training. We can train you or your admins how to do digital marketing, run Facebook ads, rank on the search engines, create real estate market reports. Lots and lots of good stuff. We also build your funnels. We have lead conversion software and campaigns. So check us out over here at ballenbrands.com. Thank you for joining me today.